And hello, everybody. This is MJ Hernandez and your proud host of This is A's Weekly, the only show on the Baseball Podcast Network that has all A's talk in their shows. Would like to thank again, just like how I do every show, the Baseball Podcast Network for having me and giving me the opportunity to host this wonderful, wonderful show. Well, today we have much things that we need to discuss. Trades that haven't worked out, we will discuss about that. Discuss about trades that haven't. Fake trades, we are going to continue that. Hopefully we'll have enough time for that one today. And just how they've been doing this week. And we have some bad news for us A's fans as well. So just hopefully you guys will love this show, and we will be back after this.
Hello, everybody. Hi. I'd like to introduce you to the Dizzle Dance. Dizzle Dance? Dizzle Dance, I said. Can I do that Dizzle Dance?
And there we go. Always good start when you have Mac Dre opening up for your show. Incredible. Bay Area, what's up? This Oakland Athletics team is starting to get life. They are now in a 4-game winning streak after just beating yesterday a very good Tampa Bay Rays team in a crazy walk-off fashion. They are 6-2 for this week, including the last Friday that they won as well. Didn't really figure out the Seattle Mariners, but that's all right. I mean, 1-2, we won 1, so we've swept Baltimore, made up for that, and this Tampa Bay Rays team is going to be a very fun watch for this week. I mean, this is the 4-game series. We took the first one. We have a chance to, for sure, even the series. And it's been very exciting to see what these A's teams can do. Bad news, as we just found out earlier, and I just want to start off with the big news that, of course, everyone will be discussing. Frankie Montas has been suspended for 80 games for PED substance use. He openly admittedly told his teammates in the clubhouse today that he will be suspended for those 80 games for Osterine. I guess it's one of those drugs or one of those things that you just are going to get suspended for, but under Montas, what we understand or what we've been told, he was not openly knowing that he was taking something that could be for suspension. So I guess he just not willingly knowing that he was breaking one of the MLB rules, but we already know how strict the MLB is with these drug policies, and for all good reasons. I mean, you can't really hate on the MLB for just enforcing this, and that's what Montas admittedly opened about, saying, rules are rules, and that's just how it is, and which is really a bummer because he was having a really big breakout season and was one of the favorites of getting that all-star call for this year. We already saw some of the finalists being considered, and not official yet, because things can still happen, but we already know that there are some people surprisingly getting the call for the all-star nod, but Montas was certainly one of those guys that would have been at least considered for the A's behalf. He was very good yesterday, going 8 innings of 1-run baseball, and it gave up only that 1 home run to Tommy Pham. But this season, he has a 9.2 winning percentage, or winning the record, whatever. Sorry, I don't know why I was going winning. But 2.70 ERA, 90 innings pitched. The homers were kind of an issue a little bit, 7 home runs. But the strikeouts were really what was promising, 97 strikeouts and a 2.86 FIP. Now, I guess we'll talk a little more about Montas right now. Just discuss of what is going on through the A's head, or what, in my opinion, what's going on through people's head. But Montas, I honestly think the substance use didn't have much to do with his success. Now, we all know Montas came in a trade, which we'll discuss later on, with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Really came in and was expected to be this big starter, and then there was some question on whether he can hold the starting position, and really broke out this year. He was struggling last year, a little bit inconsistent last year in the year before didn't really show much of promise, but this guy definitely turned some heads around this season and was already considered being the Oakland ace. The ace meaning the best pitcher, which you guys probably already know, but Montas definitely is going to be in the plans of next season. The A's are already going 40 games up, so they are, I think it's 3 or 4 games that they have over 500. They just got to 40 yesterday. So that would be 37, I think. 37 or 36 games lost, if that's the correct, because I didn't keep note of what's the record of the Oakland A's. But 40 and 36, I think that's 76 games. He has a chance to open, or at least be in the first month of baseball for next year. The MLB has also said that the postseason pitching games that will happen if the A's do make playoffs will not count. So this officially ends Frankie Montas' season. Really great season. If my math is correctly, he does not reach the 80 games by the end of this season. So it's a really much of a bummer for Frankie Montas, but I really think it's a really an eye opener. You know, I mean, he was openly going to a pharmacy that buying over-counter drugs that were prescription. It was all clean, but just the use of that drug, I guess, was enough to be a performance-enhancing drug, sadly. And I think this doesn't break Montas. I think Montas would sit through this well, he'd return next season and have a pretty good year. And this, you just have to remember, the rotation is so solid. Going from now to next year. The only reason why I say that, because Sean Manaea already has pitched his first rehab game. Well, not officially rehab game. He's pitched a simulated game, and now next week is already scheduled to go to Stockton and pitch his first official rehab game. So he's already close. I mean, the mark of the Oakland A's, having him before or a little bit after the All-Star break is on pace for that to happen. Jesus Luzardo, we already know, pitched with the Stockton Ports, pitched amazingly well with Stockton. He's already being rumored to go up to AAA and just pitch his regular game of baseball. We all know he's a really talented prospect. And you also have AJ Puk for next year. And don't forget that. I mean, this year they're probably going to keep him on a short leash, trying to see if they can use him as a reliever, a power reliever, which will be very exciting to see as well. Very exciting. So hopefully AJ Puk will pitch good enough in the minors. He hasn't pitched in the AAA level yet, so they're still going to wait on that. So hopefully he gets to, because he has the game today in Stockton. He's going to go 3 innings. And then after that, Gus Varland, another top 30 prospect, is going to take over after then, depending on how Puk pitches. This game that they have in Stockton will determine if he is going to either stay another game for Stockton or is he going to get called up right away to another or promoted to another level, whether it be AA or AAA. But most preferably, I think it would be AAA because they want to see what this guy can do. Because I think they're not going to have him be a starter this season. I would be very, very surprised. But next season, definitely having Puck, having Manaya, having Luzardo being those really, really great options, having Mike Fiers, who has pitched very well. I mean, talking about Mike Fiers, I mean, the last 10 games, he's went 2.7 with the ERA. And, it's just overall 4.28 in 88 innings pitched. So he's been very, very good as of late. So hopefully this Montas suspension doesn't mess up the momentum and mess up the direction that this bullpen is going to. And it's been very interesting, to say the least. I mean, I think for me, this really just tests all those other pitchers. I mean, it's a great opportunity for the other pitchers. Daniel Mangden is is a great option for the call up after the suspension. They still have Aaron Brooks in the picture. They have Tanner Anderson. Most likely Tanner Anderson will be given more chances now after this. I mean, he's taking the mound today versus the Tampa Bay Rays. So this might be one of those things where, okay, the A's might have to use the depth that they have. They have Paul Blackburn as well. Luzardo is expected to be in AAA soon. So they have some options, you know. And the thing is with the trades, a lot of people expect them to go and get a reliever for sure. A reliever, I think, is one of those things where you can honestly say we need help. But the rotation so far has held their own respectively, and I think it would be really, really surprising to go for a starter in the trade deadline that is going to be at the end of next month. So it's going to be pretty amazing. But let's go discuss Tanner Anderson, who has the ball today against a very, very great Tampa Bay Rays team that I've already complimented so many times. I mean, you just can't rave enough about them. I mean, just looking at it yesterday, when the Trina was struggling yesterday, I mean, it was a deep, deep lineup. I mean, Avisel Garcia is still a very great hitter. Joey Wendell, I mean, we all know what he can be, and last year he really had the breakout and the proper chance. I mean, I was really upset letting go of Joey Wendell. I always thought he can hit in the big leagues, but just really upset seeing another Oakland A's having success in another uniform. But just the lineup itself, it's very, very great. It's a good lineup, a lineup that can do damage at any given moment. Zanino can hit for power, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing a lot of other players. But Adames, good player. They had Joey Wendell at third yesterday. It's just I know there's a lot, but it's a deep lineup, and the pitching staff, Charlie Morton pitching even better than when he was in Houston. Only giving up one run yesterday as well, and that was just a homer of Profar, his 10th of the year. So, I mean, it's a good Tampa team. You know, the bullpen is stacked. The bullpen is very good. They're even missing Alvarado, who is a very, very great reliever. Castillo is good. Just yesterday, I mean, I really think the Kiermaier error really got to his head, you know, and that's really what happened in my eyes. But you know that Emilio Pagan pitches way better too. It's just this Tampa team is going to be an issue, and they are still stacked farm-wise as well. So, I mean, it's been so exciting. So exciting playing against a good team. And yesterday was really one of those games where if we are legit, we had to win yesterday. And pitching our best pitcher in Frankie Montas and losing that today.